This is number 17 on the ellipse section. So for this one, the question goes, a bridge is to be built in the shape of a semi-elliptical arch and is to have a span of 136 feet. So that's what I have right here. I went ahead and put my origin right at the center of that, so I wouldn't have to have a shift. And then since the span was 136, I divided that by 2, and then that gave me what's going to turn out to be A here, which is 68. So that's going to be my semi-major axis. The height of the arch at a distance 60 meters from the center, so my center is right here at 0, 0, so 60 meters over the height is going to be 48, so that gave me this pair, 60 and 48. Find the height of the arch at its center, so that's right here, and that would be the same thing as finding B, because this is our major axis and our minor axis. And so since this is a short squatty ellipse, I'm using the x squared over a squared, y squared over b squared. And then right here, I just kind of have everything labeled. There's my x and my y, and then remember this is my a. So what we're solving for is the b, which I relabeled h down here for height. And then scoot this up. Right here, I reduced out a 4 just because I can, and then I wrote the squared. This is the exact same thing. It was just slightly smaller that way, so I reduced my fraction was all. And you can start busting out a calculator in here and not doing quite so much showing of work as I am. I'm just trying to show how I got to the end of it. So once I reduced that fraction, which is not at all necessary, but I did it, I subtracted that fraction over to this side. So that you can see I have the 48 over h squared by itself, and then 1 minus that fraction. So then what I need to do is the h squared is in the denominator, so I need to get that popped up into the numerator. So I'm going to clear that fraction there, so I'm multiplying both sides by h squared. So that's going to leave me 48 squared, and then whatever this messy number is, and I don't want to do that out because it's like a big old decimal and I don't want to write it. So I'm just saying this number here times that h squared. And then whatever this number times h squared is, now I'm just dividing it over. And again, I'm just leaving it in this form because I find it easier to write. And then it all goes, and then, oh, sorry, one more thing. This was h squared, so then I root both sides, and that got me to right here. And then I threw it in calculator, and I got square root of 10,404, which turns out to be 102. So our height would be 102 feet. One last little note. On this problem, they have an error here where they didn't set this one, they left it at meters, and everything else is in feet. This should not say meters, this should say feet. So whatever it says in all of the other places, use that as your units. So that, I believe, is a programming error.